Hello, manga and anime lovers. I'm Branch, and today I'm going to be talking about Mysterious Disappearances, Episode 11. So, I guess we're in the final, I don't want to say story arc, but the final section of this series. And I don't think it's going to get a season 2, so I'll be interested in seeing how they wrap it up. I mean, based on what happened this episode, I can pretty much guess everything that's going to happen, but still. I've been theorizing for a while now that Adashino is going to die. I mean, it was evident from the first episode, and now it's clear that he's going to give himself up to help his sister get home. And while I don't want to say it feels sudden, it really does feel very sudden. They haven't really been making much progress recently, especially in the last mystery, or whatever you want to call it, with the mermaid. That didn't really have much to do with them getting home. It really had everything to do with Otto's friendship. And now we go immediately to ending everything. So I guess, I don't know, maybe they skipped some stuff in the anime, or maybe it was just written this way. But there's a lot of frivolous stuff this episode, like the girl from the bathhouse being, the girl from the bathhouse. And a lot of shower scenes and pool talk and some good Adashino and Sumireko conversation where she baited him by discussing swimsuits, and it got him immediately out of his depressive state. And some Ulto and Sumireko bonding as well. Also, that way they can set us up for probably a very sad ending to this series. Even though I guess for Ulta will be somewhat happy because she's going to go back home. And the place that she was going was mentioned this episode. I don't remember if it was mentioned before, but it was mentioned by name, and I don't recognize it. Unlike Kisaragi Station, where I do know the legend, I don't know if this new station is based off of another legend or something else. My guess is the place that Ulto came from is either a parallel universe or an alternate dimension that's very similar to Earth. Because when Sumireko asks, she says it's normal, so since she's been growing up on Earth, then I would assume that it's not much different from her place back home, for her to call it normal still. Oh yeah, and before I forget, we also had that whole quick thing with the cat girl, the guardian of the oddities, I guess, for this area. Very quick, very sudden. I mean, we did see the cats earlier. I thought they were keeping tabs on Sumireko, but apparently no, it was just there. I found all that kind of bizarre, very janky, I would say, and the animation has been janky this episode, even more so than usual. And by the end of the episode, Sumireko has finally finished the novel she's been working on the entire series, named, of course, Mysterious Disappearances after the name of the show, or maybe vice versa. And she wants Adashino to read it, but Adashino is not picking up because Adashino may not be alive anymore. I'm not sure what's happened to him. He's kind of disappeared off the face of the planet. Or, well, no, because Otto talked to him, so I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe he just doesn't want to talk because he is awkward like that. He doesn't want to have to say goodbye. Oh, and I love the constipation joke from episode 1 coming up back today. It was very funny, and I did appreciate it. It was also nice to see Ulto having to say goodbye to her friends, having one last hurrah, playing with them at the pool, and then giving everyone gifts. Was it the candy bar that she gave them, or was everyone just coincidentally eating the same candy bar at the end of the episode? It has to have been the former, because the latter doesn't make any sense. Just having to see her have to give up these bonds is very... I guess it makes you think a little bit about, at this point, would it be better to go home or to stay where you are when you've lived a lot of your life in this new place? I guess it depends on who she has waiting for her back home, because she does have people, even if Adashino does not, because he is an oddity that appeared to help her. I guess the final thing to mention is that Adashino seems to have told Ulto the terms of the ticket, so to speak, where he will have to give himself up to become power for the train to get all the way back home to the end of the line, because Ulto seems very distraught at the end of the episode, and she goes to visit her teacher. I don't know if to just get comfort, or to run away, or to try and figure out something, but apparently Adashino is almost dead already, so it's not like him giving himself up will be any worse than what's going to happen to him anyways. I really want to know more about them. I assume we'll get the whole story next episode. If not, then I'll be very curious as to how it continues in the manga, because I know the manga is fairly long at this point, probably longer than the 12 episodes we've got. So unless there was a lot truncated, maybe this is just going to end on like a giant cliffhanger. I don't know. That being said, that's all I really have to say on this episode. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.